Located in the middle south of the United States, in the natural state of Arkansas is a region known as Northwest Arkansas, which includes a quaint little town with a commonly mispronounced name, whose motto is, "The Heart of Hometown America." Welcome to Gravette, Arkansas. That's right, my friend. Welcome to Gravette, Arkansas. Not Gravette, not Gravite, and I might even call it Gravette from time to time, but it is called Gravette, Arkansas, and no one seems to know why the little e is on the end of Gravette, as the town's founder was named Gravette. No little e on the end. As you can imagine, I'm going to take you on a comprehensive tour around this beautiful little town here in Northwest Arkansas, known as Gravette. And of course, like we do in all of our other tour videos, let's dive in with a little bit of history. Of course, all of Northwest Arkansas was home to the Osage Indians who inhabited this land far before European settlers began to make Northwest Arkansas their home. The name of the first European settlement at this location was Nebo. A trading settlement, now called Old Town, was established in the 1870s. The valley in which the settlement was located was called Chalk Valley and was where Ellis Tillman, or E.T. Gravette, owned and operated the Chalk Valley Distillery, which his interest of that was later bought out by his son E.M. Gravette. The town name changed from Nebo to Gravette August 15th of 1894, almost exactly 130 years ago from the shooting of this video. Then in January of 1899, Gravette was officially incorporated as a city. According to World Population Review, the town has grown to about 3,800 people, and I would bet to believe with the continuous growth of Northwest Arkansas, we're only going to see that number increase over time. Speaking of E.T. Gravette, on July 17th of 1893, he commissioned the Kansas City P&G Railway to go ahead and come through Gravette to be able to connect the Frisco Railway that we talked about in our Tour of Rogers video. The railway was also allowed to connect up to the Arkansas-Oklahoma Railway, making the Kansas City P&G Railway a lot more usable. So the railway goes from Kansas City all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. Fast forward to today, as you can see, the town has been modernized. Includes creature comforts like Taco Bell and Subway, but they certainly have their own specific restaurants and shops that you might want to check out. One of which is El Bohemia's, which I understand has some pretty good Mexican food. On to one of my favorite topics to talk about is real estate. Now, my friend, Gravette being such a smaller town, there's not a whole lot of property that sells in town. Now, if you're looking for property that's out and about, we're in a neighborhood on the east side of town. You can hear the saws going off in the background, but we're on here on the east side of town where they're building a whole new neighborhood. As mentioned earlier in the video, Gravette is going to continue to grow, and it's literally growing right behind me.
As I'm doing my research for Gravette, Arkansas, according to NOAA, which stands for National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, between July 1st, 1995 and June 30th, 2015, Gravette was the snowiest city in Arkansas, averaging 16 inches of snowfall per year.
In every tour video, I talk about food, fun, and farmers markets. One of the fun things that you can do in Gravette is go around to some of the city parks. We're here at Old Town Park, where, as you can see, there's many different picnic tables, pavilions, as well as a disc golf course just here on the east side of town. And as mentioned, just like many other Northwest Arkansas towns, Gravette has their own local farmers market. Earlier in the video, we came and visited this Caboose, located here at Centennial Park. You should know that it's on the United States Department of Interior National Register of Historic Places, so certainly something to come check out while you're here in Gravette. The Caboose was built in 1952 and was retired from service August 2nd of 1990. It was dedicated to the city around 1993 and put on display as an important role of Gravette's history. According to many locals, you have to come here to Grumpy's to get your coffee. So move away 7 Brew, move away Starbucks, come over here to Grumpy's, get yourself one of their signature drinks, which, my friends, they're named after 60s and 70s songs, like Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer, not Tony Danza.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Danza.
One of their other popular drinks is Woodstock or Charlie Brown, but I understand you have to come to Grumpy's to get your coffee. Whether you're a resident of Gravette, Arkansas, or you want to come check out something really cool, you have to come by Cando Hardware, located here on the west side of town. The building of Cando Hardware was originally a factory for a company called Inselbeat, where the Cannon family moved the factory west and turned the store about 15 years ago from the shooting of this video into the hardware store. And of course, after turning it over to his son, he's carried on the tradition of the hardware store that you see today, but also added these themed rooms and the candy store as things have continued to progress. It's my understanding they're going to continue developing more themed rooms and attractions for you to see at Cando Hardware. Splash pad, pool, fun and games. Located here on the east side of town is the Gravette Aquatic Complex just behind the Civic Center. Of course, here on the day of filming, it looks a little desolate. Always more fun to see it with families in there enjoying the water, but summertime is almost over here in Arkansas. Located right here at 503 Charlotte Street Southeast, behind me is the Gravette Museum. Now, this was the original homestead of Captain Kinley, one of the most decorated pilots who fought in World War I. Besides the food, fun, and farmers markets, you should definitely come down to the museum here and learn more about the history of the town. When you come visit Gravette, Arkansas, one of the most exciting things to do is to come here to the Old Spanish Treasure Cave, where it's believed that there is still some treasure inside. So I'm gonna let your imagination run wild with that one. If you are going to come visit, a couple of cool things that you need to check out while you're here at the Old Spanish Caves, which is located north of Gravette on Highway 59. You'll definitely want to bring a hoodie because it's my understanding, regardless if it's 100 degrees outside or minus 30, it's gonna be about 56 to 58 degrees on the inside of the cave. One thing you definitely need to do is stay informed. And you guys know, if you've watched my channel, you know that I love movies. Here inside the cave, they're going to show Raiders of the Lost Ark, Goonies, and a few other 80s and early 90s classics. So if you want to watch a movie inside of a cave, come to Old Spanish Cave here north of town in Gravette. You gotta do these when you're here too, my friend. You definitely have to put your face in the character cutout. Unlike many other small towns in northwest Arkansas, Gravette has their own school system. Behind me is Gravette High School. They also have an elementary and middle school, totaling right around 2,000 students. Now, you might be thinking, hey, if there's only 3,800 people in the town, how are there almost 2,000 students in Gravette schools? Well, my friend, something you may have learned from the tour of Bella Vista video is that part of Gravette Schools blends over into the west side of Bella Vista, Arkansas. Even in such a small town as Gravette is, they have the Ozarks Community Hospital, or as you can see on the placard behind me, Gravette Medical Center Hospital, here on the south side of town. So if you're gonna be born here, you need some medical attention, Gravette has its own hospital. As always, my friends, it is my pleasure to put this information together for you, and I thought we might end this video with a bang, so now you know a little bit more about what life is like in and around Bentonville. Thanks for watching.